Last time around I did the top 5 possible flying type Pokemon for Sun and Moon and you guys loved it. I got a bunch of comments asking for me to do other types as well. So today we're going to count down the top 5 possible fire type Pokemon for Sun and Moon. All the images you see are from the designer Smiley-Fakemon, so be sure to check out his or hers page down below in the description for more Fakemons. Give this video a like if you do go on to enjoy it, and without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this list. At number 5 on this list is a Fakemon known as Aicia, the Molten Pokemon. It's based off the Grass Lizard, and with the new Alola map being released, we have a good assumption of where this Pokemon would appear. Its design is super cool as it possibly looks like a final evolution for a Pokemon, giving it somewhat of a dragon type feeling to it, but it remains pure fire type. I would say this Pokemon would appear on the top right side of the Alola region, with the mountains which have steam holes coming out of them, giving this Pokemon the perfect setting to live comfortably. Its design is so neat, and it could withstand the same heat as a Macago can. I think it would settle in nicely with the Alola region, so I kicked off this list with that at number 5. Number 4 on this list brings us Shambler. It is based off the Guanco animal, with adding the fire type move Ember to part of its name. This Pokemon has similarities to the Hoenn Pokemon Numel with the stat wise, and both getting an evolution to somewhat of their original designs but to a bigger Pokemon of that same creature. For places to live, I will put it in the same place as number 5. The island to the bottom right, having a close mountain range, also would be a perfect setting for the Pokemon. Its evolution is Fuego, which is a representation of its original design but which a much stronger design in sense. Both designs are similar, but the evolution making the Pokemon what seem older makes it more understandable. It's an amazing design for a Pokemon, so I decided to put it on this list at number 4. Alright, jumping down to the number 3 spot on this list takes us to Roxblode. It's a fire and dark type Pokemon, and this Pokemon is based off a rodent, and with the Alola map having cities and open places like forests and such, it would be easy for them to migrate. Much like rats, they can be so fast, so speed stats with this Pokemon I can see being very high, as Roxblode being a final evolution for this lineup as well. Giving it high special attack sense would make sense for the Pokemon, and for places to live, I would grant it living close to the city in the top left, with having access to the mountain that seems to be somewhat of a volcano to keep its fire sense about it. Although I'm not a huge fan of rats myself, making it into a Pokemon seems just a little bit better for the guy, so I decided to put him on the list at number 3. Number 2 on this list brings us Createry. Every region needs a good dragon type, right? And for it to be a fire and dragon type Pokemon as well, it seems like good sense to me. It's a magma Pokemon. Unlike other dragon pseudos, it has 3 evolutions. Now, this looks absolutely amazing. It actually looks like a pseudo dragon, an absolute beast of a creature. And I really do like the tail factor of the Pokemon along with its tongue, actually looking like dripping lava. It has a real magma look to it whilst keeping in touch with its dragon form, and for places to live for this Pokemon, I say it would work better with its previous evolutions being Lavia and Lavae. It will be at the top right of the island, and I can see a lot of fire types coming from this area as well. I would only say its first evolution would be possible to obtain, and then for the other ones it would just be through evolution. It would only make sense, but all 3 designs are absolutely great concepts for Pokemon, so I decided to bump them on this list at number 2. Okay, number 1 on this spot comes from a different artist known as James Krabs. I'll put his links down below in the description, but it brings us Ragmama. Yes, you've seen something like this similar, and it is the Pokemon Go-Goat. Now, with the Alola region having wide fields and open areas to run, it would be a great place for this Pokemon to live. Pokemon usually base its design off normal animals, and having a fire goat and like a ram, I don't know what's not to love about it. I can see a huge stats for speed and attack, as we all know rams can be pretty dangerous if they are aggravated. But the whole design looks incredible, as you can see it breathing flames and looking absolutely powerful. I would give it a previous evolution much like Skiddo and Go-Goat, and I think it's something tying these 2 Pokemon together would make a lot of sense, as we got Pansage, Pansear and Panpour back in Pokemon Black and White, so I'm hoping something like this can be made with a Ram lineup. It looks absolutely incredible and definitely has to come on this list at number 1. Okay guys, there you have it, my top 5 possible fire types for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now please remember, this is all my own opinion, and I'm pretty sure you guys have one too, so let me know down below in the comments section of this video. You can also leave a comment as well for the next typing of Pokemon you would like to see me do a top 5 on. Also check out my links there too, it will take you to my Twitter and my second channel. Subscribe so you don't miss a video. With all that being said, make sure you hit that like button, and I will see all you guys next time. Bye!